Avengers Doomsday cast.
Let's go.
To be honest, I've seen everybody post about it. I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it because I do got to comment on that. That's the worst. That was the worst reveal ever.
I don't know what happened. I don't know who the cast is.
What it was is they would put, the actors' chairs that have their name on it.
Yeah.
They put out the actors' chairs for each actor that's going to appear. They did it over 6 hours.
I ain't dedicating nothing to 6 hours to watching anything.
Yeah. It literally would just sit on one actor's chair for like 45 minutes.
No, I'm good off that.
I'm like, this is the dumbest thing ever. That's terrible. There's no way in hell I'm watching that.
How many people did they actually confirm? I'm trying to.
I think it was maybe around a dozen.
See.
I know, like what Patrick Stewart, Sir Ian McKellen.
Right.
Yeah.
Halle Berry still floating around.
All right, so we got Chris Hemsworth, Thor, of course. We got my captain, Anthony Mackie. We got Vanessa Kirby, Susan Storm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We got Paul Rudd, Ant-Man.
Yep.
We got Florence Pugh as
that's
Yelena.
That Taskmaster?
No, that's
the other Black Widow.
That's the Black Widow's sister.
Yeah. Yeah, her
oh,
sister.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Wyatt Russell, John Walker. Why? Oh, he's in the Thunderbolts. Yeah.
That's Kurt Russell's son, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Namor.
We got Namor. I'm not even going.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to attempt to say his name.
Shang-Chi.
Okay, Shang-Chi. Okay.
Yeah. See, I'd want to see him more because, like,
I'm gonna say there's the first one I'm kind of excited about. I mean, I figured Thor would be in it and Captain, but we got Bucky, Sebastian Stan, Latita Wright, Shuri, aka Black Panther, the new Black Panther. Ebon Moss, The Thing,
Benjamin J. Groom.
Y'all haven't read One World Under Doom, have you?
No, you and Darren's been talking about that.
All right, I ain't gonna spoil what he does to The Thing, but Doom's wow. Kelsey Grammer,
welcome back,
Kelsey
Beast.
Grammer's back as Beast.
Okay. So we getting Lewis Pullman, Sentry. So we getting the old X-Men in these.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying it's going to be X-Men versus Avengers.
I'm here for it.
That I don't know if y'all remember that comic book storyline.
Yes.
Where it was X-Men versus Avengers. That they're saying that it's going to end up being that.
Danny Ramirez or the new Falcon.
Yeah.
I have a new respect for him.
Yeah, we talked about him. Yeah, he's cool. Well,
Joseph Quinn, Johnny Storm. Yeah, okay. We're getting the old. The new.
Yeah, that's
the new one. That ain't Chris Evans.
The new Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Old X-Men. David Harbour, the Red Guardian. Okay. Okay, Winston Duke. M'Baku is back. Okay, I'm here for that.
It's Challenge Day.
Okay, we got Hannah John Kamen as Ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost was...
She was cool.
Right.
She was cool.
I like the power. Tom Hiddleston, of course. Loki.
He's always creeping around somewhere.
Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
Bullock. Or Charles Xavier. You watch American Dad, don't you?
No.
You never watch American Dad?
I watched like a couple episodes.
That show's great.
Sir Ian McKellen.
Yep, Ian McKellen.
Gandalf.
Okay, we got Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler.
The old Nightcrawler.
Yeah. Always such an underrated X-Men character.
Absolutely.
The character of Nightcrawler in general, or him as
character?
The character's great, yeah.
Oh, Nightcrawler's great. I thought most people like Nightcrawler.
Especially in the arcade game. He was the go-to.
How do you bring him up? Like,
he's always the go-to character in the arcade game.
Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah, Mystique.
Is Mystique. Yeah. We don't care about this guy.
Aw. Was he Superman? No, he was in that terrible Superman movie.
He's in the Sonic movies.
Yeah.
James Morrison.
James Morrison.
Marsden. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was Cyclops. Yeah.
He was in that Superman movie with Kevin Spacey, that real bad one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm about to say, I just know him
Superman
from-
Returns.
Yeah.
That's when Ben
Sonic.
Ralph was Superman.
Yes, Brandon Routh.
Brandon Ralph, not Ben Ralph.
Yeah, I know him from the Sonic movies.
Yeah.
So
Still got to watch the third one.
I do too.
Gambit. Yes. He's gonna make a name for himself. Channing Tatum, Gambit. Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that movie turns out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and of course, Robert Downey Jr. Doom.
Right.
So,
I'm
he's going to cost a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, just the money they got to pay them.
That's what I'm saying. That's a star-studded cast.
Mm-hmm.
So
now that just brings me to question: are there any? There's going to be some surprises because there's already people complaining that Patrick Stewart and like Ian McKellen should be kept as surprises. So obviously, there's going to be some surprise characters that's going to show up and that we're not expecting.
You know who's not on here? Because screw him, Star-Lord.
He will return.
We have not forgave you.
What are you talking about? If you're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, don't say nothing. I didn't watch it.
He's talking about Endgame.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, or not Endgame.
Infinity War.
Infinity Wars. Yeah.
But Wolverine's going to show up.
You haven't seen Guardians 3 yet?
No.
Why not?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's good.
Halle Berry's supposed to be in this. They keep bringing her up online.
A Storm.
Yeah, they keep talking about her coming.
There's
back.
rumor her coming back as Storm. They're also talking about
Jean.
What's her name being Storm too? That one actress. I can't remember her name.
Please tell me not Cynthia Evo or the one from Wicked.
No, I don't think. I don't know.
Okay, good.
I can't remember her name, but whoever it was. But Wolverine's going to show up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
just like they said, till you're 90.
Now, you think Sabretooth's going to show up?
No.
Okay.
He got killed.
Deadpool's definitely going to be in this.
What's Sabretooth?
If they're going to bring back a Sabretooth, it would have been the one from... They're not bringing back Liv Schreiber.
Okay.
Even though I like Liv Schreiber as an actor.
Deadpool's definitely going to be in this.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
He's going to show... He has to show up for a very small part, though, or else he's going to ruin the whole tone of the movie.
What about Cable?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them bringing him back.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you technically could, since all the X-Men are older now.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, because he's their son.
Well, I mean, he's from the future anyway, so that doesn't matter anyway.
Saying, it wouldn't like him coming back now. You could be like, okay, well, they've already had him or whatever.
Don't bring back Kitty Pryde.
No,
please don't bring her back.
I don't like Anna Paquin as Rogue either.
I want to see Squirrel Girl. Bring Squirrel Girl into it.
Jesus Christ.
Squirrel Girl is dope.
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals.
Squirrel Girl's the strongest hero in all the comics.
In the comics. She's dope. I think if this movie isn't at least a 9 out of 10, then people can complain that Marvel fell off and all that.
Yeah.
But they've been doing that about everything. And I'm like, calm down. It's the build up to the next movies.
Yeah.
Right.
And then once this is over, then we'll have another slow period and a build up. Like, calm down.
Yeah. This definitely needs to be at least Avengers 1 level.
Yes, I agree 1,000%.
At least needs to be in-game level.
It doesn't need to be Endgame level because I don't think that it's the end of this era.
Like Secret Wars is supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, you're right then. Well, at least Civil War level.
I'm okay with that too.
I honestly thought Avengers might have been better than Civil War, but sure.
I think I like Civil War a little bit better.
It's on Avengers 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's close.
Yeah.
But that's a big cast.
That's a huge cast.
So, and like you said, there's gonna be more.
There has to be more.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, I mean, these are all the ones that, except for the X-Men, pretty much that you would expect.
Just to bring Patrick Stewart and Sir Ian McKellen they're gonna need some. You definitely have to pay them really good because at their age and just their legacy and stuff, you're gonna have to pay them pretty good, a pretty penny.
Oh yeah, this movie's definitely like $1 billion budget movie.
Absolutely.
What's crazy is I have zero interest in watching the Thunderbolts, but like I'm gonna have to watch it before I see this.
See, I'm kind of interested in watching Thunderbolts because one, I like Bucky.
Yeah.
2, I like Yelena. She was funny in Hawkeye. And 3, I'm curious on how they're going to do Sentry.
I have zero interest in watching it because 1, they shouldn't even be able to touch Sentry. 2, I hate what they did to Taskmaster.
Well, we all do.
Well, the theory is that Taskmaster's dying in the early part of that movie anyway.
Now I have even less will to watch that movie than I did 30 seconds ago.
And you don't like U.S. Agent, right?
Huh?
And you don't like U.S. Agent?
Paul Walker?
Yeah.
I'm mad his last name is even Walker.
John Walker.
John Walker, my bad. John Walker. I'm mad his last name's even Walker. No, I hate him. I don't like his face. I feel like Vince McMahon did with Christian, like put a blue dot or a dot over his face. Like,
there was a meme when Falcon and Winter Soldier came out, and they were saying like what America really wants. Captain America looked like it was Chris Evans, but it was like this is the real Captain America. It was John Walker.
Yeah, no. But I'm interested to see what they do with Thor in this movie.
Yeah,
that's a good question because he's the only one that's like otherworldly strong.
Yeah,
everyone else is very much lesser degree.
Well, no, what about Invisible Woman? She's not weak
compared to Thor.
Well, yeah, that's true, but still, just like
yeah, she's not weak, but
I just want to see how they do Doom because like the one world under Doom I'm reading right now, like Doom is great.
I'm just concerned that with it being Robert Downey Jr., he's not going to be Victor Von Doom. He's going to be a variant of Tony Stark.
That's what you think?
Yes, and that's going to piss me off.
Well, like I said, when they announced them to do this movie, they announced it last year at San Diego Comic-Con. I said this was a smart move, but it was also a desperate move by Disney because
I don't consider it a smart move.
Well, okay, they know people love Iron. That the character of Tony Stark is playing Robert Downey is playing Iron Man so much that they knew they would bring the fans back. But it was still a desperate move.
I just got this itch that it's not going to be Victor Von Doom. Right. It's going to be Tony Stark from some other world where he, maybe he did end up killing Bucky when he found out about his mom and it sent him on a downward spiral, so on and so forth.
And he changed his name and became Victor Von Doom.
No, he didn't change his name. He just goes by the moniker of Doom. Maybe like his name, he's not Victor Von Doom. There's no something's telling me that they're gonna fuck up Victor Von Doom like they fucked up Taskmaster.
See, I don't think so because they do have a habit of fucking up the smaller villains, but the big bads, I don't think they're gonna fuck up.
They fucked up Kang.
No,
I mean
no.
Well, I can't go into in depth with it because
we didn't even get to see him at full power.
I agree, but
like when they showed the stadium full of him, I was like, oh, he's about to be that.
I know, but people were still mad about the fight in the movie and stuff. But I don't want to get too much into it because he hasn't seen Ant-Man.
You talking about an Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that movie sucked, but everything else.
No, it didn't suck.
It sucked.
No, it did not suck.
It sucked.
It was good because Paul Rudd is great.
It was a solid 4 out of 10.
No, I give it about a 7,
10 times higher than Madam Web.
Oh my god.
Huh?
No, I give it like a 7.5.
I give it a 5 at most.
My goodness.
It wasn't.
It was better than Guardian 3.
They was relying on Kang to save that movie.
It was better than Guardian 3.
No.
Yes.
You're drunk.
Yeah. I wish.
You are drunk.
I wish.
Guardians 3 was way better. That's not even close.
No. I like
Guardian 3 had the emotional aspect.
Yes, I can give you that. That's about it.
It had the action. Okay, they messed up Adam Warlock. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I didn't realize I was a kid from Maze Runner.
He was the dude in Meet the
Millers. That made out with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
I was like, they look familiar. I was like, I think that's the kid from Maze Runner.
But no, Guardians was way better.
I like Guardian 3, but again, can't talk about that either.
Batista alone in Guardians was better than everything in Ant-Man.
Oh. No, Paul Rudd is great.
Paul Rudd is great.
Paul Rudd's great.
Wasp is awful.
I don't care about Wasp.
She's awful.
What are you talking about?
She's the Sakura.
Wait, which
of
Wasp
Marvel.
are you talking about? You talking about the oh my god, I can't think of her name. Catwoman Wasp?
Whoever played Wasp.
The one that okay, I can't think of Evelyn, I can't.
I don't know.
The younger one, right?
No, the one that Paul Walker's with in the,
Paul Rudd's with?
Paul Rudd's.
Well, because you know
Jesus Christ, I'm all jacked up. I can't talk.
Yeah, because the original Wasp is obviously Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Well, in the comic, and then obviously, Michael Douglas was the original Ant-Man, Henry Pym. So okay, that's why I know you're talking about. You talking about Michelle Pfeiffer, or you were talking about
not the mom, the
daughter,
the one everyone associates as Wasp now.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
All right.
Don't no one consider Michelle Pfeiffer Wasp.
She's off. They was relying on Kang to save that movie, and he was just one variant of Kang. Like it wasn't like that. Like we've seen how many Kangs there really are.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and that's what makes him powerful. Like, but so I was like, it was just and
do you think they will bring him back? I know we said it before, but do you think he'll be a guest in this? What if they brought him back as a guest?
There's that rumor that at the beginning of this movie. Mm-hmm. Doom's going to come out and kill all of them because they had that end credit scene with all of the Kangs.
Yeah.
So there is the rumor floating around that Doom's going to show up and just get rid of all of them.
I heard they were considering it until, I haven't listened to it, but this audio came out, him admitting that he was physically abusive or something. I don't know how true that is or what.
Yeah,
so I don't know, but I heard they were considering bringing him back.
I did hear they were considering it as well.
We, of course, that's all rumor mill or whatever. Yeah. So we have to see.
But he was a great Kang. I really liked him as Kang.
Yeah,
he was really good.
Yeah, especially in Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Was that season 2? Yeah, Loki. Yeah. So
I only saw season 1 when he was the guy at the end of the.
Well, no, they had him in season 2 a lot more.
Yeah,
and it was I enjoyed it. I wonder what was the one with Samuel? Secret Invasion.
I didn't watch that.
I haven't watched one yet.
Okay, never mind.
I'm watching that.
I'm about to say I wonder if they play a role in any of this. So yeah, he also wasn't on here. Samuel.
Yeah, he wasn't mentioned.
Who are some surprise characters you think? We mentioned Deadpool, but who do you think you'll see?
I think Jane's coming back.
Jean Grey?
Yeah, I can't think of her name.
Which one? Not Sansa.
Not Sansa.
The original. I can't think of her name. It starts with an F.
Famke Jensen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she might. Well, didn't she technically die in that terrible one?
Yeah,
but didn't they show like the Phoenix flying over the water or something?
No, that was 2, and then she came back in the third one as Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
But and Logan killed her. But don't forget, in Days of Future Past, they redid the history and it brought her back. Because remember when he came back and was in the school, he walked past her like, "Oh my God, Jean's here." So it like reversed all of that.
That's why I love in Deadpool when he was like, "I'm taking you to see the professor."
McAvoy or Stewart.
He's like, these timelines are hard to keep up with.
I think she's going to come back.
They have a chance to do Darwin the correct way. Don't tell him, adapt to this, and he dies. Like, his power is literally to adapt to this. Like, he would have adapted.
They ruined that so much.
That part, I remember watching that, and I was like, this is dumb. Like, yes, he would have adapted to that. That's his power.
Right.
But I'm interested to see how they do the X-Men.
Right.
This movie's going to have to be like 3.5 hours long.
I'm assuming
it has to be with all these people in there. Absolutely.
I'm assuming just like the Fantastic Four, the X-Men aren't going to be from the current Earth.
Yeah, no.
Because
they already confirmed that their Earth is the Earth that Deadpool's on.
The Fantastic Four?
No, the X-Men.
Or the X-Men. Okay, yeah. So that's not the main Earth.
That's not the main Earth.
Okay.
Because remember, it showed at the beginning of Deadpool and Wolverine, he went to
Earth
to try to join the Avengers.
Yeah.
And then he went back to his when they didn't let him in.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
What about Scarlet? You think she might come back?
I think she'll.
That's the rumor that she's gonna come back.
I think she'll be one of them. Yeah.
Man, she went off the grid.
Who?
Scarlet
yeah.
And I was like, man, I was like, all right.
No, Doctor Strange wasn't mentioned.
Nope.
I'm sure he'll be in it
with that girl.
I can't remember the character's name. Charlize Theron is the actress.
Yeah, it was Cleo or something.
I don't know. I don't know what the character's name was. I'm happy that Simu Liu's back because I really like Shang-Chi. Yeah, I thought that was a great movie.
Excellent.
It was a great
Some
movie.
of the best fight scenes.
Yes.
You know, yeah, so I would expect to see some new characters. Like I said, Squirrel Girl.
Who is a new character you would like to see
from any Marvel? You mean
a new Marvel character?
That we haven't seen.
We haven't seen out.
Mr. Sinister.
That's a good choice.
Mr. Sinister.
That's a good choice.
I would say Archangel, but he was in that one X-Men movie though.
Random, I'm sitting here like Archangel, and I'm like, I remember him in the movie.
He was in 3.
I was sitting here.
He was in 3.
That bad
he
one.
was just Angel then.
Yeah,
he was They had Archangel in that horrible Apocalypse.
Okay,
X-Men Apocalypse one.
I would like to see a full power Bobby Drake.
Yes,
I wouldn't mind seeing Bobby Drake back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Absolutely.
But I'm trying to think of a good comic book character that would be fun to have show up. I wouldn't mind Miles showing up, but I wouldn't see that happening in an Avengers movie.
You know who'd be a perfect Miles? The Jack from Blackish.
Everyone said that.
He would be perfect for
Miles. Everyone was saying that. Now I think he's getting a little too old to be him.
Yeah, but he's still short, so yeah, I think because he has to be like what, probably 20, 21.
Yeah, we need
he's older.
We need a non-creepy Mouse.
What?
Oh, you don't know about that weirdo that plays Miles in the Across the Spider-Verse and all that? No,
I didn't see
Sharif Moore, something like that. Shamik Moore, I think his name.
But the voice actor for Miles Morales?
Yeah.
What about him?
He's a creep.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Shamik Moore. Yeah, he kept. I'm about to say, here it is. It's the ultimate creep. He his the girl who plays Gwen is
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, she's married to
I can't remember who.
Bill's quarterback, Josh Allen.
Okay.
And he just kept hitting on her. And like she's like, we're just friends, and he just kept being like real creepy about it. And then like her like the day she got married, he posted a tweet like there's so much more of the world to explore. And something like weird, he's really creepy. So then like everyone's like, dude, like get over it. So then he posted like some photos of the MJ from Tom Arnold's Spider-Man, the black one, not MJ, the first Spider-Man Homecoming. The
Zendaya.
No, not Zendaya.
You're talking about the girl he went to Homecoming with?
Yes, the black girl. She was
Vulture's daughter.
Yeah. He posted like a photo of him and her, and like trying to insinuate like he finally pulled her and everything. And then she had to come out, and she's like, I have nothing to do with this weirdo. She is like, I don't know why he's doing this. She's like, I'm happily engaged or in a relationship, whatever she was. And she is like, and I asked him to take this down, and he's being really weird. Like, so yeah, it's this whole thing against him and just how weird he is. And people were snapping like, yo, if the next Spider-Man movie is delayed any further because of this creep, everybody's going to crash out on him. Like,
because it's coming out in 2027 now or something.
Yeah, it's 27.
Yeah, this was all last year. Look, December 22nd, 2004. Yeah, it's a whole it's an 11-minute video on just how him being a creep.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind the Miles, but I don't see that happening. I could see that happening in the new Spider-Man movie that's coming.
Which is coming in 2026, I believe.
I don't know.
They announced, they said it was 2026 or something.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think.
I didn't see on here, but was teased whoever Jon Snow's playing.
Kit Harington?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who he's
Remember,
from.
he was teased.
He was supposed to be yeah. At the end of
with the Black Blade or
Black Knight or something like that. I can't remember what the character's name is, but they might drop that because Eternals is terrible, and he was supposed to do stuff with Blade.
Yeah, that movie's never.
And that movie got officially canceled. They officially canceled the Blade movie.
Yeah, we didn't see that coming.
So
it's only one Blade. Only ever going to be one Blade.
What if he comes in the movie?
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to. At his age,
I don't care.
It was good to see him show up in Deadpool and Wolverine, get his closure, and leave it at that.
Bring back Yukio. Is that her name? Yukio?
You're talking about from X-Men?
No.
From Wolverine?
From Deadpool.
The Wolverine. Oh, Yukio.
Yeah.
Hi, Yukio.
Yeah. Bring her back.
I just like Deadpool's interactions with her. Hi, Wade. Hi, Yukio.
Yep. So I don't know, it'd be interesting to see. I feel like, some of the characters, like the way they did them in '97, it would be nice to see that live action.
Yeah.
Like the Wolverine and Gambit team up.
Oh.
Or just
that was so cool.
Or even just like how badass they made Cyclops. Like, it'd be nice.
Yeah, because that's one of the gripes I had about the original X-Men movies. You never felt Cyclops was a threat.
Yeah.
There was one scene, literally one scene, I think it was in X-Men 2, when they were at the prison visiting Magneto. And they went to like try to kidnap him. And you saw him give dude the hands. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, it's about time it made you look like Scott could do something. Every other time he looked like some kind of buster, man. He's supposed to be the leader. You got to make him look like it.
I mean, he looked powerful when Toad knocked his glasses off and he
went spinning the whole damn subway.
And I'm like, close your eyes.
Yeah. That's what I'm like. They made him look so weak because they wanted to push up Wolverine. And I'm like, they can both be strong.
Yeah,
I agree.
And they just made him look bad. And I think James Morrison deserves better because I like James Morrison as an actor.
I'll say this though. I always thought Wolverine's costume would look terrible in live action. So I was like, no, you can't do that. It looked good. It looked great.
It looked
great. And,
it looked Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah, Deadpool.
The mask looked a little weird.
Yeah.
But the suit looked good.
Yeah, I meant the suit, like,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm of course this is a day one go see because everyone's going to be on the internet trying to spoil it the day after it comes out. I can't believe this happened.
Tim's going to be spoiling it because that's what Tim does.
I don't. I usually wait a couple of days. I just log off all the social media.
I learned my lesson.
I did it for the past couple of movies.
I learned my lesson about spoiling movies. Start getting death threats from nerds.
That just makes you want to do it more.
You did ruin Han Solo though. Death for me.
I didn't know it was real.
And I was like, "Wow, that's real." I was like, "This." I was like, "Damn." And I hardly even knew you at the time. I was like, "I don't like him right now." I was like, "Yo, this is." In that picture, I was like, "Bruh, wow."
I got so many death threats
over that one.
It was like people. I was like, "Who are you?"
I was like, I don't like him right now.
Oh man, that was so funny. My one friend, he literally was like, I'm gonna go see Avengers and spoil it for you. And I was like, okay. He was like texting me like the whole week of like, oh, I seen Avengers, here's what happened. And I'm like, block.
But no, like when Endgame and Infinity War came out, I think because it came out on Thursday night or whatever it was, and a Friday. I didn't get tickets till Monday, so I literally stayed off for like 4 days. It was hard.
I remember I shared. There was a meme that went about. It was like Avengers, Infinity War spoilers without context. And it was like it showed like Squidward, a bag of a pile of dust, some bubbles. Like it just showed random images that no one knew what it showed Zen from Overwatch with all the arms.
Yeah.
But after you watch it, you're like, I get it.
Without context, it means nothing. It showed like a donut. And you're like, this means nothing. But if you watch it, you're like, I get it.
It's like anime openings at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like, I have no clue what's going on. Then you watch and you're like, wow, they spoiled everything in the beginning. And it's like, so.